Let me open to command prompt. So from the My Application folder, I will try to access the DLL without taking the reference. MD My Library. CD My Library. So let me make a DLL in My Library folder. Now I will go for accessing from other application without taking the reference, without using, without new, without dot. So I don't want any ID for writing a program. It's good for a practicing point of view. It's good for, you can recall the stuff, you can recall the syntax as a tough work. Now, so namespace IT. Same example in last session. Public class employee. Public string. I've taken the function call name. No database connectivity, please. Simple return. So close. Start in a space. And close given a space. So I'm saving this program. I have made a folder in F drive. It's called My Component. My Library. The proper name it.cs. The program is saved in My Library folder. Do compile target column library. You can give a short call T for target space it.cs. Why do we use a wizard called class library in .NET ID? I can do the practice now. So overall, DLL is made. Overall, best way, easy way, you go and take the reference. I don't want to take the reference. Why? Wait for next session. I will discuss when you will go for using in project lead mining approach. Now I'm moving to the target folder. There I'm basically making the application. Fine. It's called My Application. It could be window form, web form, WPF, doesn't matter. Now open the notepad. Why I open the window or web form? Notepad. So public class client app only include the namespace is called system. There is no point to include the IT as a namespace. If I include the IT as a namespace using, then there is again early binding. And then we have to take a reference. So no reference, no using, no new operator, no dot operator. Apply reflection, system dot reflection. If you want to make a form, you can also make a form. So you can have using a system dot of forms namespace. Now make a function, public static void. So assembly is a class. Assembly is a class, and this class is having the static function is called load from. Load from. Now you give the path of the dealer. Load from is a static function of assembly class, and I'm giving the path of the dealer, which act as a reference, add reference, load from. Now this function returns to same class is called assembly class, and make a reference pointer of this class. PTR assembly is a class, and load from is a static function of this class. Now I'm providing the path of the dealer in assigning to same class because load from function returns to the same class called assembly. But this class is having one more function called get type. Get type. So get type is a function of assembly class. Sorry, I was wrong in last session. A get type is not basically a function of type class. It is a function of your assembly class. Okay. Now get type function takes parameter as a namespace name, right? So I'm giving the namespace name and dot class name. Namespace name is called IT and class name is called employee. Look at this is similar to using. This is similar to using. So get type is a function. I'm passing the parameter as a namespace name dot class name. So I can go dynamically. I can go for having a drop down. I can choose any class name from the drop down. So I'm getting one namespace and all the classes there. I can choose any one. So now get type is a function of assembly class that returns to the type class. Okay. So type is a class. And give any object name. You follow naming convention for that. So get type is a function of assembly class returns to the type class. So this is similar to add reference. This is similar to using. Now T is pointing to employee. T is pointing to employee. So I want to allocate the memory for employee. So now we have the class called activator. Activator is a class. And this class is having a function called create instance. And now you pass T. So create instance function will allocate the memory for employee class, but you have given the reference of employee to T. as a call by reference. So basically I'm passing the T and T is pointing to employee. Overall, I'm allocating the memory for employee class using the function called createInstance. This is similar to new operator. So this function returns to the object class. So return type of this function is object class. Okay. Then after, now O is pointing to the object. So O is pointing to object. So now I want to go for calling the function. But who's pointing to class? T is pointing to class. So T dot get method. So get method is a function of type class. So which function you want to call, Sandeep? I want to call the function called name. Okay. So give the function reference. And assigning and get method, look at, if you haven't taken the reference, then look at the program is so complex. And would have taken the reference, then so easy. DLL reference using new and dot operator, so easy to go. But if you haven't taken the reference, look at the program is so complex. Not complex, but you try it as a little bit program. So get method function returns to method info class. Method info class. Yeah. Overall, O is pointing to object and M is pointing to method. It means I want to have an association between M and O or O to M. Okay, O is pointing to object and M is pointing to method. So I want to have a link between O and M. Not M to O, Sandeep, O to M. Because O is pointing to object and M is pointing to method. So go for object. Method info class is having the function called invoke. Invoke is a function of your method info class, and this function takes the parameter. But I have made the method called name. Look at, I have made the method called name. I'm basically passing any parameter to this method. So if you don't want to pass any parameter to method, then you go for null. So first parameter will be O because M dot invoke. So I want to invoke the method and method name is called invoke. And for invoking the method, I want object. So invoke function, the first parameter is called object and second parameter is there is no parameter to a function. So if there is a parameter for this method called name, then I would have gone for passing the parameter value, but there is no parameter, you go for null. Okay. An invoke function returns to a class called object. Okay. Object. Space data. Now, finally, if everything is smooth, then I should get the value by the function is called Amit. So go for console dot write line data. We also go for toString, but there is no point to go for toString. Write line support toString. So finally, this line is similar to add reference. This line is similar to using, okay. And this line is similar to new operator. I promise in next session I will definitely discuss what is the actual use of this kind of programs in a project level. So, and this line is similar to your dot operator. dot operator. Fine. No. So best of luck. I don't want to convert my program into window form or web form. So remove it this time. So overall assembly dot load from get type is a function of assembly class returns to the type class, and create stance is a method of activator class returns to class called object, and get method is a method of activator class. No, sorry, type class. I'm passing the method name is called name, and class name is called employee, and MSPS name is called IT. Overall, M is pointing to method and O is pointing to object. So method info class is having a function called invoke, and this function takes the parameter. First parameter is the object which you want to associate to call the function. So object dot invoke method M is pointing to name. So O can call name definitely, and there is no parameter to this method. If there is a parameter I'm passing for this method, then I should go for writing the value for this parameter. But there is no parameter, go for null. And then you go for output. Save this program. Look at, there is no difference at all between the library and your application. I'm saving this program in your uh, target folder is my application in F drive. So let me save this program in F drive, F drive, my application, and give application name my app.cs. Done. So overall, try to convince, open these two command prompt. And give gap in between and try to show you haven't taken any reference. So look at. So my application is accessing the DLL, but there is no association. I haven't gone for reference. So when you run this program, when you run this program, so this DLL will load dynamically by load from function. Then you're importing an namespace by get type function. Then accessing the class by the type class is having a function called get method, then new operator, then your invoke function. Best of luck. Now dir enter csc my app. Look at no R for reference. Look at no reference. Last section, YouTube recording, go and find. I have taken the add reference. Today, there is no reference at all. Thanks God. Program is compiled in one time. Because I'm using the notepad. It's not easy to go for writing the program. It gives me clarity. It gives me knowledge. It gives me no help. I can help myself for writing the programs. So for the everlasting, for the long-lasting knowledge, I believe, for practicing point of view, I do everything by notepad. Yes, for the development, I love to go for ID. But practice should be in a rough place, in a tough place, right? So now run the program, my app. Yes, I'm getting Amit. This is all about the late binding, but we have extensive use of late binding in a project level. Wait for the architecture. When you want to go for project level architecture to go for late binding, I have several examples. So I will discuss with you in next session. Bye bye.
So, hello.